Yes. Top. And carom. Good catch. What? Hey, King. Oh, we got music too. King, house. Yes, let's make it rain. Get in here. It's raining. Yes. Yes, house. Yes, house.
Dude, that's sweet. That is sweet.
Yes, house. Mackay. Catch. Yes, house. Yeah, big man. Great work. Doo-doo. 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 House. Yes. All right. Come and see the show. We're doing it live. Cool.
That can, listen, that can be...
The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
You don't know the power of the dark side. You don't know the power of the dark side.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the dojo. Philosophy Friday. That's what's happening. Huh, interesting.
Woke up this morning, this afternoon again. It's 1:30 when I thought it was 10. So I gather my wits wherever they are. If they're not here, must have locked them in my car. I spend my life just singing in this bar, night after night.
Yep. Cool round
Be
with
the
you and
star
Trout.
that you think I am,
You guys can check that out
or that
at
I think I am.
pvibe.com. Go there.
Sometimes it seems like it's all
See
just
John
a
and
blur.
Trout right at the
Every
top of
day's a
the
curse. Every day's
activities
a cure.
queue.
It's like wearing your shirt inside
We're here. It
out.
is
You
Philosophy
don't wanna wear it
Friday.
like that. Till you
We're gonna
figure
fucking
things
philosophize
out.
today.
I spend my
didn't
life
make it 10
just
minutes.
singing
Oh, I
in
did
this
make it
bar,
10 minutes. Yay.
night after night.
Hopefully they don't
Be the
ban me
star
for
that
swearing,
you think
CupCake.
I am, or
So
that I think I
we're gonna
am.
talk a little bit about
Well, some of
managing
you say I'm
energy
crazy.
levels
Well, the whole neighborhood,
using Play Plus.
they think I'm lazy.
So
I don't go to
we're
work
gonna use the
like a
mental
normal person
and
does.
physical
They claim I'm up to no good.
poles
They call up the
and
buzz, but
the,
I spend my life just
theory.
singing in this bar,
to
night after night.
adjust the dog
Be the star
while we're
that you
working on
think
it. That's the
I
plan. That is
or
the
that I
plan.
think I am.
You guys have any questions, re-questions, requests? What you mean there, John?
The whole sky
What you mean?
is
read the
filled with
channel?
stars. We all got their stars.
So,
singing over there.
let me see
Slapping
here.
Joe's bar.
Where are we
And
gonna
even though
start?
the king was one of a kind, he still put his pants on one leg at a time. And I spend my life just singing in this bar, night after night. I have to be the star that you think I am, or that I think I am, that we think we are.
Right. So this here is the it's a map from flow theory. In flow theory proper, this over here is challenge and this is skill. So within flow theory, the challenge and the skill have to match. If they match, we wind up in flow. This is the flow channel here. So one this way, and one this way, and one this way. Boom. That puts us in the flow channel. Two this way, two this way, puts us in the flow channel. Mental and physical. So this here is the physical pole. That is the physical pole of the dog or the physical pole of the handler, of the subject, right? So the physical pole is where the prehension hits, when we get the cue, when we accept reality. That is not the one I'm looking for. When we accept reality. There we go, that's the one I'm looking for. So, the physical pole here, this is what happens when we give the cue. We give the cue, the actual world appears to the dog. That's where the situation sets up, our emotions and feelings of the actual world and of whatever it is that we're doing. Earlier reps, unsatisfied successes, failures, and the feelings associated with them. That becomes our classically conditioned state, right? And so that is the physical pole over here. The mental pole over here, right, is over here. And this puts together our plan. This puts together our goal. This is where the dog and handler, the subject, it's a subjective aim. The aim would be, what are we trying to do here? So the aim of that subject, the concepts, facts, processes, behaviors, and known objects that we have dealt with are available to us. The mental pole puts together the plan, and we actualize behavior in reality with the trigger. So we give the cue prehends the actual world and the past based upon that cue. That is the physical pole, gives us our classical condition. Seeking system shoots out to the mental pole, looking for play. We find play, the relevant concepts, facts, processes, behaviors, and known objects to do a through in this environment are grabbed by the dog. Handler gives a trigger, dog does the thing. So the physical pole is doing and it's challenge, right? Get the thing done, do the thing. We want the behavior. That's the physical end. It's emotional too, physical and emotional. On the mental end, we have the skill. What are we doing here? How are we doing this? Let's do it more thoughtfully, right? When we are feeling a little bored, we want to get higher, quite simply. So what we're going to do is we're going to go high physical and moderate mental. And if we bump up the physical component and reduce the mental component, we'll crank this up. Likewise, if we're too high, the dog is somewhere here between arousal and anxiety. I don't like that. Too much for me. So I want to add more mental stuff, more thinking, more aporia, more, let's do the skill this way. Let's try it with this expression, right? So we can pound the physical to get everything cracking and raise the intensity of the game, or we can slow it down, reduce the intensity of the game, take it from arousal into flow or into control, or from anxiety into flow or control, by adding some mental, by adding some skill-based work to it. I'm pretty freaking stoked about that, actually, guys. Pretty stoked about that. So that is essentially our flow meter. We're going to bounce between arousal and boredom. We're either going to bump up the physical and reduce the mental to increase the energy level in the subjective tone, or we're going to go with low physical, high mental, right? Get some of this boredom action going down to draw this intensity down from arousal. We can do that on the fly. These reps. And I think it is, I think it's way faster than we're going to realize. I think it's going to be surprising to a lot of people how much faster it is than we would think. So everything in this comes from this physical and mental pull idea. We have a two-part trigger process. We have a cue, which is the idea. We have a trigger, which is the action and actualizes the behavior, makes it actual. We put a pause in between, and that pause is aporia. Aporia means I'm not able to take the question. I'm at a loss for words. It's an impasse. It's a philosophical impasse. So we give the cue, sets up the idea. We set up a little philosophical impasse for the dog, and the dog thinks about what's happening. And that gives the dog time to set up a subjective aim and bring the relevant behavioral concepts, facts, processes, and behaviors to bear. The actualized skills we've done in the past. They bring that to bear at the mental pull, and then the handler triggers. So that's the two-part trigger process. Subjective tone is the classically conditioned state. On every rep, we impact the classically conditioned state by how this whole process from cue to trigger goes down. If it goes down with more mental, it will draw the zone. If we do more active, less thoughtful, more repping it out, we wind up hitting the physical pull, and that will increase the intensity of the game. And we can do that on every rep. Increase the intensity of the game, affect the subjective tone, change your dog's physiological and emotional state while playing. That's what we're doing here. All right, who's here? Anyone? Anyone? Put up the hero, dude. Wah. Did you hear it, Epi? You did. You heard it. What are you guys doing, huh? Other than looking for cookies for nothing. Looking for cookies for grab ass. And this is a philosophy day, CupCake. It's not a pajama party. No, it's not. Every day's a pajama party, Ron. Frosting first. All right. Juan. Juan. As long as Juan is here, that's all that matters. All right. So, let me see, what else do I got here? So when we're working the dog, simply adding more aporia, more attention, and more focus on the skill itself should reduce the intensity. Repping it out, cranking cookies on it, mark, 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 get it done. That will be pounding the physical pole. And that will take the energy level up, increasing the subjective tone. And that's how we're going to work it. You can see here that we essentially have from here to boredom, and from here to arousal, right? And actually it isn't to boredom, it's to control. So that's the square we're staying in. And then in order to reduce energy, we're gonna go to this boredom spot. This is down. So that'll be low physical, high mental. And that will drop us down. Nice. That's awesome, John. You'll dig that. I would like to go golfing tomorrow. I would like to do that. That would be cool. So, let's see. Yeah, that's my presentation. That's it. We're done here. Check you later. That is that's what I had prepared. I've been working on that for 10 days now. 7 days. And that's essentially all I got. I do have some other stuff. Maybe I'll go through some of this. Go through some of the book. So, effective attunement in Play Plus reflects the emotional harmony between a handler and a dog, akin to tuning two musical instruments to the same frequency. It's an understanding and sharing in the dog's emotional state, facilitating seamless communication. The dog and handler are tuned to each other affectively. The vaunted challenge to skill match works with physical and mental per Play Plus. So this is supposed to be physical challenge, and skill is what it is within flow theory. We're changing that to physical and mental. Just kind of noting that. Once the dog is in on the game, and this is pretty important. The dog has to be in on the game. I do this and that happens. I know that this is how this works. That effective attunement, that is us being attuned to each other emotionally, right? We know things about how each other feels and thinks. And that idea is important for play, right? So once the game is in on the play process, oh, I give you eye contact and I make that happen, sweet. Then our work whether we're cranking on the physical pole, repping things out, boom, 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 awesome, yeah, you're fucking terrific. Or whether we're trying to figure out this mental skill. How do we do this, Epi? How do we do that, Epi? How are you going to touch, Epi? How will you ever do it? Touch. Yes, just like that, Epi. Just like that. So we can crank up the physical pole by knocking out legitimate, successful challenges. Or we can slow the game down with some thoughtful work on skills and process at the mental pole. We want to get the right mix, high challenge to moderate skills. So when we're doing this physical thing, we have physical challenges. We can, I busted this out in ChatGPT, it broke it out pretty nicely for me. While we're doing the physical, we can think about endurance, coordination and precision, strength and flexibility, right? We're just repping this out, and we're going to have a focus. Stamina, endurance, recovery, right? Maybe I want cardio, right? Cardio would go in there. Coordination and precision. We have quick response. We have agile response. We have coordinating multiple behaviors, doing something precisely. Duration, balance, strength, flexibility, explosiveness. We do these things with one of those in mind, right? Just kind of gives us a focus on what we're repping out and what we're trying to do with the reps. If we're doing mental work on the mental end, we're focusing on cognitive skills, self-control skills, adaptability, and initiative. Cognitive skills like focus, comprehension, memory, problem solving, anticipation, right? Figuring out how to deal with that shit. We have self-control, impulse control, patience, emotional regulation. We have adaptability, confidence, initiative, creativity. And so we can work on the mental end, and we can use this type of work to slow the game down and to reduce the intensity of the subjective tone and to reduce the classically conditioned state. We can increase that state here by pounding on the physical pole. We can reduce it by working on the skills themselves. And notice the skills aren't exactly matched. We're looking to move. We're not just trying to match high challenge with high skills here in the flow, right? We want high challenge to moderate skill so we can bump the energy level up. We want moderate challenge, high skills, moderate physical, high mental to maintain control. If we're too high, we're over here. Oops. If we're over here, we want a low physical, high mental. We want to go towards boredom, right? So we want this slightly off center, off kilter. And then we balance play. I just go through the 8 states of flow. But yep, that's my prepared stuff for today. That's my lesson for today. That's the philosophizing. That is the philosophizing. Been done. All right, anybody still here? Whoa. All right. A little coffee. Think about what I'm going to do. Don't know what I'm going to do, guys. Anybody have anything? I don't think anybody has anything. All right, so let's go to the dojo. We'll take this, move that, shrink it down. Boom, Bertha. Right? Do you see? Do you see? Okay. There we go. There we go. Let's see. I will let that sit for a few. Bork, 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 bork. Oh, why do I have both of these as the same? They should not be the same. Camera A. Come on, dude. Oh, well, duh. Camera A. Camera B. There we go. And then we'll have camera C. When I do the CupCake camera. The CupCake camera. All right. So you guys got anything? Anybody got anything? I don't have anything. So, what are we going to do, CupCake? What? Dude, why did you do that? This is not how we roll here, Epi. That is not how we roll, Epi. All right. Zo, right behind Epi. That looks pretty good. Whoa, look at the CupCake. Look at the glorious tail. All right, so I'm gonna do some stand behavior with CupCake here. And I'm going to rep it out, cranking up the physical pull. And I'm also going to slow it down and get some thoughtful work on it as well. So we'll rep it out real quick. You ready? Stand. Boom. Yes. Off. Good. Stand. Epic. Off. Good. Stand. Yes. Off. Good. Stand. Off. Good. Great work. Whoa. Look at you. That is super terrific. Stand. Off. Yes. Good work. Go do dog stuff. All right, so I just repped that out. I did a bunch of nice clean reps, you know, just knocking down the skill. Nice work. Totally cool with that. That kept everything moving. That kept CupCake successful. She didn't have a chance to get disengaged or bored or anything. Just boom, 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 boom. But we didn't get a lot of thought going on. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to use attention to deliver the cue. And then I'm going to do where is the trigger and deliver the cue. And then I'm going to ask her to give attention while she's up there and then ask her off. So she's going to have to do a bunch of mental operations within it. And this is going to be fatiguing. It will be mentally challenging. If I do this, it should slow down the speed and intensity at the physical pole. I can, however, frustrate the dog and make them stressed by providing too hard a skill or mental challenge. CupCake, you ready? Yes. Stand. Yes. 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 Off. Yes. Good. So her attention. Yes. Stand. Boom. Yes, attention. Yes, attention. Yes, attention. Off. Yes. Awesome. Go do dog stuff. Markedly different skill there, right? Markedly different challenge. And what I'm suggesting is that that kind of work successfully done is going to slow the process down. And it has to go into our active work if we're to flow. Right? If we're to flow and do things, CupCake, yes, yes, stand, boom, yes, yes, off, yes, good work. She's got to be on point with that. She's got to be able to do that piece of it. Okay. Through. Yes. Good. Whoa, I see you. Scoot. Yes. Good work. Wow. Get back. Boom. Yes. Wow. Look at her. Fakey twist. Boom. Yes. Wow. That was super awesome work. Go do dog stuff. Wow. Right? And I just slowed that little setup move thing down and used some attention and some aporia between reps. Got a nice, smooth, calm, easygoing dog. right? And that's what the mental and physical poles are going to give you within Play Plus. And making these decisions to work on the physical end or on the mental end is going to be the it's going to be the choice. Pretty sweet, man. Pretty friggin' sweet. Any questions or comments on that? Hero Disc Dude has something to say about it. Leave that out there for now. All right. And again, that is going to be the flow throttle and the way that we're going to adjust and throttle play within my process philosophy of play, the phenomenal process philosophy of play, Play Plus. All right. So, let's see, what else do I got? I can show you guys some other stuff. Okay, I'll show you guys some of this here. Preview, I want X-Mine, boom. So this is kind of cool, as soon as I figure out how to get it over there. Whoa, CupCake. All right. So we have effective attunement, that is getting hooked up affectively with your dog. Me and Epi, we read each other's minds. We read each other's minds, don't we, Epi? Yeah, I know. Chill, don't. That effective attunement. Knowing how the dog feels, knowing what the dog likes. It's what we're kind of depending on and rolling with this Play Plus thing. So we have affective resonance, right? So I am going to resonate with my dog. Right? We have this cooperative aporia. Touch. Oh. Boom. Yes. That moment where we can't take the question together. Twist. Whoa. Try again. Ready? Twist. Come on, you can do it. Twist. Yes, good, right? That moment where he can't take the question, cooperative aporia. I am going to be able to read his subjective tone, his physiological state, right? Is he high? Is he low? What state is he in the primary display instead? That would be better. What state is he in the boom Bertha? Here. Is he aroused? Right? Anxious, worry. We need to be able to read that. Dialectic engagement, there's a dialogue going on. Epi looks at me, he says, hey man, I want one of those cookies. How about I do something? do you want to tell me what to do? And I say, yeah, I'm going to tell you what to do. How about you touch? He's like, I want to do it, Ron. Boom, yes. And then we do it, right? That dialectic engagement, the fact that there's a dialogue going on, guys, really important. That CupCake down there right now is looking at me and asking me to do something with her. The safe to fail probe. The probe sense respond, safe to fail probe from the Cynefin framework, how we respond in various situations. Probably nobody fucking knows what I'm talking about on that. We're involved in a dialogue with the dog. And part of our ability to read the dog's affect, to read the dog emotionally, to read the dog's feelings, we have to know that there's a dialogue going on. We have to know that they're asking questions, right? That the expectancy that they have has questions that come along with it. And then the flow map, I think we have to be really aware of how this map works, right? We have to know that the game happens over here, the actual gameplay happens over here, that this stuff over here is all the matrix world in our own brain, right? And we have to recognize that when we get up here, shit gets crazy. When it gets too abstract, it gets crazy, right? When it gets too disordered, it gets crazy. And we need to be able to keep the Cynefin map in mind as part of our ability to read and resonate with the dog. We have a rhythmic dialogue, now and next, top, neutral. We do the vault, the dog gets the disc, right? And next, what are we doing now? And next, and now, and now, and next. And it just keeps going. It does not stop. How we manage that, really important. Action and aporia. Let's do the thing. Let's wait. Let's do the thing, Epi. Let's wait. Let's do the thing, Epi. Let's wait. Right? Mental and physical. Having a rhythm on how much mental work we do versus how much physical, I think is pretty important. And where we put cooperative aporia, where we choose to stop and halt the game and not deliver the trigger, where we put those dramatic pauses. The cognitive dialectic, this is where the discussion is happening. The dog is asking a question all the time. The initiative, who is leading this, has to be negotiated all the time. It's in flux all the time. We trade it off all the time. There's a dialectic that goes along with that. How do we navigate that transfer of initiative? Expectant markers. I tell you, yes. Boom, yes. When I said yes and left that whole pregnant pause, he knew something was coming, right? That is part of our cognitive dialectic. That's part of our discussion that we're going to have between us. And then there's a trigger check. The dog should hear the cue, check for the trigger, and then respond, right? There should be this redundancy check, and I don't know how to call it other than a trigger check. We can talk about that some other time. When the dog is running up for a stall, I'll tell them stall and I'll hold, and they'll come running up, and they'll run up and just blast the trick. And I didn't make a throw. They can't do the trick unless I make the throw. And here they are coming a million miles an hour because I gave the cue. That's a trigger check. So we have to have rhythm contours within our play, right? Novel, consequent opportunity has a rhythm to it. And we want to use reward placement where we put if we put the cookie right here over and over, everything's going to happen super fast. CupCake will be forever, right? After that cookie. So my rhythm changes depending on where I pay. Yes, good girl. Wow. I'll do that again. Right? So it doesn't matter how fast I want to do this. If I throw the cookie out there, my rhythm is impacted by my reward placement. Right? So when she comes in here, yes, and I pay her here, yes. And she's avoiding Epi here. Yes. There you go. You get the idea, right? My reward placement definitely changes the rhythm. Rhythm contours are just a way that we can think about rhythm, right? Up and down, hills, movement, tones, curves. I don't know. Take your pick. Dismissal. When and how we dismiss. Super important for rhythm and rhythm contours. There's that cooperative aporia again, and expectant markers. Activation contours, how we pop our cookie out. If I pop my cookie out slow, Epi stands up super slow, right? If boom, he pops up super fast, okay? That's an activation contour. If I do this slow, we do it slow. Careful, buddy. If I do it fast, yes, boom. Right? He does it fast. Activation contours, super important. On triggers, they're really important. Also on locomotion, they're super important. I need to move at the appropriate speed. I freak out a lot of dogs. I move too quickly. They don't like it. My vocals have to match, right? Yes! What? That was awesome. Yes! 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 Right? There's an activation contour. Yes! 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 Right? Stop it, Epi. Those activation contours have meaning. They have rhythm. We have to deliver them thoughtfully, right? We have our posture, right? If I'm all slouchy and this and that, similar to vitality effect, but I think it happens with activation as well. Toys have activation contours. If I move it super fast, he didn't even know what happened. I need to move it. See, I got him. I got him just by an activation contour. There's nothing in my hand, right? Lures, same way. Lures, very important, the activation contour. Luring is like fishing, you have to set it up properly. Vitality effects, similar to activation contours, again with the local motion. That's awesome. Good work, Ron. Good spelling. At least you know how to spell it. The vitality effect should be matched to the situation. You need to match the situation. You can't be all weird and anxious in a lame, cool, calm situation. You can't be cooler than the other side of the pillow when shit's going crazy. You gotta fit. You gotta fit the situation. So you gotta be matched, your vitality effects. Vitality effects, like this sad puppet. And the happy puppet. Oh my God, right? That's vitality effect. The way that people have a party with their dogs, kind of scary sometimes, right? Your dog never sees you like that. Vitality effects should match what we're trying to accomplish. They shouldn't be creepy. Posture is another one. You can't be an opportunistic slouch. It's pretty hard to be an opportunistic slouch. You should be nimble and fleet-footed to be opportunistic. Your emotional responses have to match. So when you have an emotive outburst, it should match the situation. If it does not match the situation, it will be weird, and the dog might not trust the play situation. All right, a couple more. Active construction of the toy, the game, the cookie, the lure, the opportunity. Active construction, I'm going to create this game. It's a really awesome game. Here's what it's about. I actively construct the game with how I do it. If my game sucks, can't really sugarcoat that. The active construction of the game has to be good. I'm going to take it from you. You're going to take it from me. This is the bite cue. Let's do it. Right? The toy, the active construction of the toy. We are constructing a prey object here. If we can make it look like prey, the dog will buy it. That toy will be awesome. The cookie, right? Cookies are more than food. They're an opportunity. We have to actively construct that cookie and turn it into something that's more exciting than a piece of food, than a piece of kibble. The lure is getting away. If we don't actively construct the lure, the dog doesn't want the lure. The lure is meaningless. The lure is a completely active construction. It's a complete active construction. Opportunity. I make myself opportune. I am the man here. Happy knows. Happy totally. You know, don't you? Everybody knows. So, active construction. I have to make the game good. I have to make my toys good. Attuned cueing. I'm going to give cues with emotion, affect in mind. I'm going to have the affective resonance, the rhythm, the cognitive dialectic, the question and answer, the rhythm contours, how the rhythm hits, how I activate the toys, how I activate myself, how my active self appears, the active construction of the game, right? All of these will roll into cueing, right? I want to be opportunity. I want to ease through. Happy still tripping out on that, right? That's an attuned cue. Through, boom, right? Not much there. Through. He's still into it, right? That's an attuned physical cue. Pretty awesome. Luring is like fishing. So you have easing in, I ease in, then I go fast. Easing out, right? Easing in, it starts off slow, then goes quickly. Easing out, it starts out quickly and slows down. And that easing, pretty important for attuned cueing. Last one, expectant markers. The marker is yes, it's just a positive marker. It becomes an expectant marker based upon the cookie that's coming after it. And I'm going to announce these as cookies coming after it. Yes, touch. Yes, right? That's yes cue. Yes, touch. Yes, that's yes trigger. Or yes, yes, that's yes trigger, right? Yes, aporia. Yes. Yes, right? That pause. Yes. Oh, I know, right? Yes, freeze. Right? That was super awesome. He was super excited with that. Cue as marker. Pretty. Boom. Didn't expect pretty, did you? You got to go pretty. It's the wrong paw, too. Off. Good. Yep. So I gave his cue as the cookie, and it was a bad one. But, or as the marker. But expectant markers are part of effective attunement, a part of becoming one with your dog, like one emotion. So effective attunement, these things are pretty important. I put this together the other day. I kind of like it. I have a few more of these that I'll share some other time. But I figured I'd go through that. These are the ways that we trip our dog's trigger with toys and with our movement. Right? There you go. All right. So, what are we going to do? Let's see. That is that. So I did that, and I did that. Oh, did I do that? I don't think I did that. Oh, all right. Let's do this real quick. Oh, I did it with Photoshop, right? Yeah. All right. So, let's do this. Boom. All right. So, we have our concepts down here, our facts up here. Concepts are more concrete, right? Facts are less concrete. We have behaviors and processes. Behaviors, chains, and processes here. Come on. Behaviors, things and processes. We'll just go behaviors and processes. Forms live up there as well. This whole thing here is all in your head. Everything over here is only in your head. It exists nowhere. This is where we play. This is the actual world. So, when we do something, let's say we do where is the trigger with a hand target. Okay? Where's the trigger with a hand target? So we take the target concept, the hand target fact, we bring it over here, we stand in front of our dog, and we say touch, boom, and we place a hand target. And we could put him on a pedestal here, touch, yes, and we've Skinner boxed it, right? Let's say I just do it on the ground. It's maybe over here, right? Let's say it's maybe over here. It's not quite so concrete and ordered. Let's say I do it as a component. I do a hand target after a through with where is the trigger. So now I got my hand target, where is the trigger? I do it as a component of a chain. So I've done it in front of me on the Skinner box, right? Or I've done it in front of me normal over here. I've done it on a Skinner box on the pedestal. Layered is on the pedestal as well, so I've done it layered. Layered is abstract, right? A component is more ordered. Layered is abstract and unordered. I'm suggesting, could be wrong. The Skinner box is concrete and ordered. So by simply doing it on the ground, on a pedestal, and in a chain, I have got performance of the hand target in these three areas of the actual world, with abstraction, with concrete ordered performance, and with abstract greater order performance. And I want to do this as often as I can with these skills. I want to move these all over. If I do the hand target all over the actual world, each time I do this somewhere, that's a new idea we have. Ooh, that's more abstract. It's more abstract and higher ordered. Wow, we're almost ready to proof this. Whoa, let's do the super crazy thing. All right, let's do this real specific crazy thing. We move it all over. And after we move it all over, then we drop it in the proofing funnel. Then we drop it in here. So we take our concepts and facts, we bring them over here, we do different things with them. There's a form here. All right, there's a form. More concrete, more ordered. So we want to do these skills and behaviors in the actual world, in the real world, in our play, in as many ways as we can. And that's how we learn how to do the things. All right, well, there you go. Let's see. All right, what else do I got? I had a bunch of stuff, man. Bunches and... Whoa, mystery cookie. All right. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to take off. I got nobody here. I think I'm going to play us out with some badass meme roll. Thanks to our patrons, the Hero Disc USA. Show would not be happening without you guys. Patrons get access to class.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Get access to me and other goodies. They'll be getting production credit on the next book. The Process Philosophy of Play Plus. All right, so I'm going to play us out with Badass Meme Roll number 19. We'll see you guys soon. Boop, boop. See you guys.